All right, so tell us your name and how you found the Nap Nation and were able to get involved with it.
Yeah, so my name is Rizzuti. I was introduced to Jasmine through my dad. I met Jasmine probably 3 years ago, and we started the process of kind of learning about notes, and I joined the group. I got my first note probably like late 2022, maybe 23.
So about a year or so after you joined, maybe?
Yeah.
So tell us, what was it like buying your first note? Have you ever purchased a note before? Do you
No.
remember? Was it scary? Like, was it good because your dad was there? That made it easier?
That made it easier. It wasn't scary. I mean, it was just like, I didn't really understand mostly how it worked and if it was actually a good investment. But like Jasmine kind of convinced me how great of an investment it is and how low risk it is when you really consider everything.
And so what state is it? Does that have anything? Is it far? Does that have anything make you feel better about the investment?
Well, mine was Nevada. And obviously the state matters a lot. We're in San Diego here, so we can drive to it if we have to, which you don't normally have to when you buy mortgage notes. I bought it for 15 grand. The UPB at the time was around 30. It's now down to 10, and that's 3 years later now.
You bought it as a performing note?
Yeah, it was performing. It paid every month pretty perfectly for probably an entire year. Then he kind of started not paying every few months, and then he would pay like the difference after 3 months. He'd pay 3 payments. When he started not paying, I wasn't really worried because I was like, oh, he'll just pay triple in 3 months, and that was happening for probably maybe a whole year or less, 9 months maybe. Then about a year ago now, which was January of 2025, completely stopped paying. At first I didn't think anything of it because I was kind of used to this at this point. So I didn't do anything. Then it kept happening. 6 months passed and I was like, he hasn't paid. And then I talked to Jasmine about it and we kind of started the process with the servicing company, which is Madison Management. And they started, trying to get him to, I guess to pay and see what's going on.
Yeah, just reaching out to him.
Yeah, reach out.
So now you found out that it's non-performing.
Yeah, okay.
What were the big obstacles?
Well, the biggest obstacle, I guess, was figuring out what was going on because we were getting nothing from the resident at all. And we still haven't heard anything from him.
What remedies did you take? Did you send a door knocker?
So I talked to the Madison Management, the servicing company. They sent door knockers. They sent letters. One time, the door knocker was able to get someone to actually answer the door. A woman claiming to be his wife, and she wouldn't answer any personal questions or anything about her husband or the house or anything. So essentially, all around, zero cooperation.
So then what? So then we were having problems with the title, right? So talk about the paperwork, the real pain.
So I had to get it recorded under my name with the Clark County recording office. I found out that there was a chain of title that had not been recorded. It was like 4 different entities that I had to go back and figure out where this asset was actually came from and everyone who had owned it. We got all the quitclaim deeds figured out. I got all the paperwork done. We hired a attorney in San Diego. I don't remember what he said, but he said it can't be done, and then I'm like, Jasmine, what do I do now? I mean, and then Jasmine's idea was, well, we're dealing with Las Vegas. We might as well go to Las Vegas and hire an attorney there. So we did a day trip. Met with the attorney. He was so confident he could do everything we needed, and so far he has.
But he asked for a retainer. So how much did it cost? What was the vibe when you got there?
Because the retainer was about $1,500. In the grand scheme of this, very much worth it. He was awesome. The vibe was great. I mean, just being able to be in the office with an attorney and just get to know him. Because now I know this guy. I trust him. After that, we go straight to the house in Vegas. Not the best neighborhood, but we already knew that. We're there. We see 4 pickup trucks out front. And when I say out front, I mean in the driveway or in front, like not on the street. Like there's clearly someone's there, but we weren't in a position to obviously go knock on the door or anything. That's not how this works. So we knew someone was there. We took pictures, and now we had like an idea of what was going on.
You had to kind of see what the asset that you would probably be taking possession of.
Exactly. Yeah, and the idea that I could even take over this house was pretty insane at the time, or at least to me.
So where are we today? So now we just had our final call with the attorney.
So once I gave him all of my paperwork, because we were expecting that we would be foreclosing on this asset. He calls me and he was like, you don't need to foreclose on this. Your contract that you purchased says clearly that if he doesn't pay for however long, you have the right to evict him. So we're just going to go straight, essentially this month, we're going to go straight into the eviction process, which is a lot faster and quick and cheaper and more ideal. But that's not how I don't know if this is true, but that's not, to my understanding, that's not how most notes work. This was not a favorable contract when it was originally written for the buyer. Or the borrower, rather. This is kind of a lucky situation, but this happens.
So what was your assessment? It was C neighborhood. What were the values coming out of the homes? And then we obviously have to wait to see what happens with this. But so now everything's getting recorded. You're going to start the eviction process.
Yeah.
So as far as timeline, what did the attorney tell you as far as when you think you can get possession of it?
Yeah. So the attorney speculates around April, and we're recording this right now, January 21st. So a few months from now, once we go through the eviction and all the potential things that could go wrong with that, around April could get the house. And then the valuation, obviously we don't know yet. The Zillow has estimated at like $277,000, which is obviously a lot more than the $15,000 I bought the note for. So
you have some options.
Yeah, there's a lot of options. I haven't decided yet what I'm going to do yet with whether I'm going to keep it or sell it right away or fix it, or there's a lot of strategy to be considered. That's where we're at right now. So
one day at a time. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Max, for sharing with everyone.
Of course.
This is a tale of a contract for deed gone wrong or maybe gone right.
Depending on who you are.